Welcome to the channel, guys. I'm Danny Malcolm and thanks so much for joining me. In today's video I'm going to be talking about how we can generate some more speed and power in the golf swing to hit the ball further. And I've wanted to do a video on this for a little while, and just the last few nights I've been watching a bit of Star Wars with my partner when our little baby boy's gone to bed, and watching that just reminded me of what we need to do to create some more speed. As you see from the title of the video, it is use the force, or may the force be with you in this case. It sounds cheesy, but I'll explain it now. So a lot of players when they're swinging, they'll tend to have their feet pretty planted to the ground, almost glued to the ground, pretty 50-50 with the weight, and not really using the ground as much as they could. Of course, we have to use the ground when we're moving and walking. We'll put force into the ground, but we can use it more if we'd like to generate more speed. So to generate more speed, we want to use the ground more, like I say. Think of other sports. Let's look at tennis, for example. If you was going to whip a forehand tennis shot over the net, you get down low, you'd then push off the ground, and then you'd spring up and you'd whip the racket, which will whip the ball over the net, and you generate the speed from the ground up, through the legs, through the torso, through the arms, through the racket, to the ball, and to create that whip and that speed at the end. Golf is the same, and I've done some videos on this, such as the key move. Go back and look at that video there on the sequencing of the golf swing and how we sequence from the top, essentially. So what we do, just in summary, is when you've made a backswing, before that backswing's even finished, we're already pushing back towards the target, we're pushing into the ground, and then we push off, and then the sequencing is lower half, then the upper half starts to unwind, then the lead arm, then the club, then the club head goes to the ball, and so on. And that's the sequence that we want to use. But in this video, I'm going to give you a wonderful drill that you can use to start to use the ground a bit more. I just call it the squat and jump drill. Nothing fancy about it really, but essentially all we're going to do is, when you get to the top of the swing, you're going to do some rehearsals on this first. When you get to the top, you're going to exaggerate a squat like you would. That would be a squat move, wouldn't it, in the gym, or if you're just squatting down to pick something up. So when you get to the top, we're going to squat, really exaggerate this move, and then jump. So it's to the top, squat, and jump. And you'll see some of the biggest hitters on the PGA Tour, when they're generating such speed, they'll actually almost come off the ground. So they've used the ground that much, they've squatted down and then pushed off, and you'll see that the feet, particularly the long drive hitters as well, will almost jump off, and they're generating all that force, all that vertical force from the ground through the body, transferring it through the club to the ball, which equates to good ball speed, or club head speed, which gives you the ball speed, which then gives you the distance. So I'll demonstrate that one here. So have a few practices where you just really exaggerate the feeling of squatting down and jumping. Then you can come in and hit one and see how much speed we can generate. So we got up to there at 116 club speed and a ball speed of 168. So my normal speed without exaggerating that jump is probably more around 110, 111, just as a normal kind of swing. But when I use the ground intentionally, it really just almost unlocks this extra bit of speed, which can then be transferred to the ball, assuming I hit it reasonably well. So just a wonderful little drill there to help the everyday player generate a bit more speed through using the ground, and not just using just their rotation or just the arms to generate the speed. So give that one a try, and you can use that with all your clubs in your bag to generate more speed. Naturally, you don't probably need that with your scoring irons, but your mid irons, your longer irons, hybrids, fairway woods, and driver, give that a go. If you can track your speed on some sort of launch monitor, great, but if not, you should see the distance gains if you're just out there on the range or out there playing once you're doing this drill. So remember, squat and jump. Almost just imagine you as a basketball player and you're just going to throw a ball out there to the hoop, or you're just trying to just do a normal jump. So just where you are now, you can just stand there, squat down and jump, and feel that force that you're generating through the ground, and see how high you can jump. In fact, this is a good little test. That's literally the kind of force you want to feel like you're putting into the ground when you're hitting a shot. And of course you won't actually take off, but it's just a good feeling to get a sensation of using that ground more, generating more speed, more ball speed, and hopefully more distance, some longer drives for you. I hope that video helps. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.